Welcome back to Thanks for the Trauma. Today's episode, we are going to go ahead and discuss love languages, and Angel is going to go ahead and go over all of them.
Okay, there are 5 love languages. Gary Chapman wrote a book about the 5 love languages. The first one is words of affirmation, expressing love through spoken or written words that affirm, support, encourage, or appreciate someone. Examples would be compliments, I love yous, affirming text, and verbal encouragement. The second one is acts of service, showing love by doing things that are helpful or thoughtful. Examples, doing chores, cooking a meal, running errands, helping solve a problem. The third one, receiving gifts, feeling loved through tangible symbols of affection and thoughtfulness. Examples, giving meaningful presents, surprise gifts, or even small tokens with sentimental value. The fourth one is quality time, giving someone your undivided attention to create meaningful moments together. Examples, deep conversations, shared hobbies, date nights, and being fully present. And the fifth one is physical touch, expressing love through physical closeness and contact. Examples, holding hands, hugs, kisses, cuddling, or a gentle touch on the shoulder.
Now, shockingly, we all took this test in 3 different locations, and
can you
all guess what each of us got?
Our love languages.
Yes.
So we're also, just to let you all know, we're going to actually put a copy of this on our Facebook page. So if anyone wants to take this for themselves, this is really, really, really good.
I think it's important to actually take and know, because in different parts of your life, you could actually score differently at different times.
Yeah.
Which we did not know. However, Angel actually scored differently past tense and then scored differently just recently.
Yeah, mine has always been time. The second one was
years. Don't say what yours is now.
I'm telling you what it was. The second one years ago was gifts.
Yes.
Because you usually have 2 love languages.
Yes. And recently, shocker, we all had the same exact love language, which is quality time. And our second one is,
I think we're all different.
No, we all had the same one.
The first one the same.
Yes.
Same, yeah. So time, definitely. And then I would say active, what's it called? Acts of service.
Acts of service was your second one. Mm-hmm. But Angel and I scored the exact same.
And yours was what?
Exact ones.
Words of affirmation. So you both had the same ones. So this is my question to you all, because I was thinking about this. What out of these 5 love languages did you think mommy's was?
Well, definitely not physical touch.
Oh, well, we definitely know that, because I can't even remember a time that she even hugged us. Like, honestly, I don't remember, like, no physical touch at all. So definitely I would have to say not that. Okay. Yeah.
And definitely not words of affirmation.
I don't think we were ever praised for anything. Or, hey, great job, you did a great job, or you did great on your report card, or any kind of encouragement at all. And I don't think we were even...
It's not even I love you, though.
Yeah.
So it's not even...
It wasn't encouragement. It was like a competition, or like comparing us with each other. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what she might be talking about, not words of encouragement. Yeah, that's true. Like, or words of affirmation, I should say. Nothing affirming us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely, like, basically us against each other, like different teams, like, like sporting teams or something like that. It's weird. I would think gifts, not receiving gifts, but giving gifts.
Yeah, that was definitely hers, I would say.
And I think we can all agree on that, because when it became around the holiday time and stuff like that, she would always make sure she did her layaway.
Yeah.
At Kmart.
Well, let's backpedal for a second. What you're speaking about all did take place before JR came in the picture. Because I definitely remember us having great holidays before JR came in the picture, and in the picture for sure. I mean, I remember Easter's, we all had matching outfits. We would go to have, breakfast with the Easter Bunny, Christmas,
The stockings.
our
the
stockings
down the steps.
Yeah.
And then also I remember Mother's Day, she would treat herself to Ponderosa.
Yeah. And we would all go there.
We would go to all
Was
Ponderosa.
the kids eat free then?
They probably
Yes,
did.
Probably.
They did.
Yeah. Or no, you know what it was? No, I know what it was. Probably it was the moms ate free because kids' meals are cheaper than adult meals. Think about that,
I know it was something, but I do know she always made Christmas special. Even school, back to school.
Yeah, we would get our two. This is the thing. We'd get our 2 outfits.
No, it was 3. Don't get it wrong. It was 3.
And then I also remember she would always get donuts and made sure we had a gallon of milk. And that was like for our first day of school. And then there was nothing the rest of the year.
We got our McDonald's sometimes.
Oh, God, please. Okay. So then we also took another test, Angel.
No, but we're talking about the love language test.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
We didn't tell anybody. Oh, we did tell what words of affirmation. I think for me, it's really important to tell people like how you feel about them or express it through words. Like we didn't have that growing up. We didn't have that like power to tell people how we felt or
Well, I think it follows because we never had a voice of our own.
Yeah.
We were never allowed to speak.
Yeah.
Unless spoken to. So we never had a voice of our own. We were never allowed to talk.
Yeah, because we had to do what they told us.
Yeah. We could never voice our opinion.
Because
ever.
if we ever said anything, it would just be more punishment time locked in the basement.
So therefore we could never, we were never our own person. We always had someone speaking for us.
So now.
No, I'm going to go back to the acts of service for you. Because like I think that does like play a big role to who you are because you have always been the person who, you see a problem and you want to fix it. It could be like you see something in me and you're like, hey, Angel, and you bring it to my attention. At the time, I might not want to hear it, but later on, you'll bring it up again. And other people in our family, they don't appreciate that because you want us to be better and do better. And you always do want to fix the people, like, oh, not
it's
just the
not
people.
That she wants to fix them. She wants to help them become better.
Help. Yes.
And people get that confused with you thinking that you're better than them.
Yeah.
And you're not. It's just that you're trying to lead them to be better for themselves, to kind of break that cycle, like our older siblings, and it doesn't, they don't want to become better. They don't want to break that cycle. So therefore it just keeps going on. It keeps going.
There's no boundaries or anything.
I mean, I just like, I didn't realize the acts of service stuff, but like doing the chores, listen, we have OCD big time and our houses have to be clean, but I live with you and I could clean the house and then you're right over me cleaning it your way.
Yeah.
And that's just like you, that's your love language.
But can I just ask you, because I know this happens to me a lot. If I go into someone's house and their house is messy or something, I try to help them fix it. But then also if I go into someone's house and there's an odor, I immediately go home and I have to like OCD, like everything in my house has to be redone.
But I don't think, hold on, I don't think you go into someone's house and it's messy. I don't think it's that, because you'll come into Alyssa's house and Alyssa's house is picture perfect white, everything. And I mean, she has maid service and a book is like this, and Brandy has to go like this. But it's not that it's out of place for Alyssa. It's just that it's a trigger for you because of us when the way we grew up.
Because I had no control in the house.
And the same thing, like even at my house, I could walk into my house and I'm like, oh my God, my house smells. And someone's like, what are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with your house. Yeah. And it's triggers because of the trauma we went through as kids.
Like even like earlier, you were running to the store. You're like, hey, you need something. I'm like, I'm good.
We have everything we could possibly need.
Yeah.
And that's funny that you say that because Lauren's the same way. I'm like, we got to go to Publix. What do we need to go to Publix for? Oh, we need this. No, we don't need it. We have it.
No, she's just going to the store
to go to the store.
Yeah, she does go to the store every day, but no, just because she needs something. Like going to the store earlier and she's like, hey, I'm running to Publix. Do you need something? I'm like, no, I'm good. But every time she goes, I mean, this is like perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's so crazy that like somebody who made this test
But
years ago, and it's like spot on.
Yeah.
So, but can I ask you something? How do you think that we developed these love languages when we didn't have it growing up? Like, we didn't have an example of it.
You know what? Maybe the time for us is because we gave each other the time. Like it's always been. Our older siblings would say it's always us three against them. No, it's because we're the closest.
Yeah, and you know the craziest thing is that we all three of us have three different fathers, and the three older siblings, I share the same parents with them, but they don't look at me as part of their group. Like I'm part of your group.
Yeah,
you know. So it's so weird.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I also think it's more not personality, but whoever developed this, it falls under kind of like personality and traits.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I know like words of affirmation. I'm always trying to, compliment somebody or,
especially people that are hard on themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I listen. I need to be my own encourager because I'm hard. I'm my number one critic.
We're our worst enemies.
Yeah.
We are our worst enemies.
You say that like you'll be standing in a line at one of the theme parks or something like that, and you'll be with your kids and you like something. Someone has a cute shirt or cute glasses or whatever like that.
Get that at? I love that.
And you'll be the first one to buy it for someone else and not buy it for yourself.
Well, no, what Brandy's trying to get at is my kids don't like that because I'm telling a complete stranger, I'm giving them a compliment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they're like, oh, why are you talking to them? I'm like, cause, like,
why not?
Like, the old Angel would not have done that.
Yeah.
Where now I'm more mature. I've accepted myself. I love myself.
Do you find yourself being able to just talk to anyone? And people are like, why are you talking to them?
Yeah,
I am.
To everybody.
I do talk to people now more. I can't like stand in front of, like a group of adults. I can't do that and talk to people. But
absolutely
like
not.
If we're in line somewhere or just, hey, I like that shirt, like wherever we're at, like I do try to compliment people because you don't know what they're going through.
So just, okay, so I don't know, did we mention what we thought mommy's was though?
Yeah,
gifts.
we said
the gifts.
Received.
Oh yeah, because of the Christmas time and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the only one.
But and I'm gonna go back.
I would go to acts of service though as she gotten older.
Oh yeah.
As she gotten older with
she was
church.
volunteering at church.
And you know what? That's a really good point. Like we mentioned earlier, you may at certain ages or certain parts of your life, you may have one more than the other. It can switch.
Yeah.
I was gonna say when I was not talking to her and you guys were, like, I remember being at Tracy's house and she was giving Tracy her Christmas gift. Like, she did it right in front of me. Like, here's your Apple Watch. And I'm like, it's okay because I already got one. Like,
yeah. And that wasn't even a Christmas gift, I don't think. She was just like.
I wonder why she bought like everybody watches. And actually, no, and you were supposed to get a watch. And they said that she was supposed to get a watch. She never got the watch.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she had a lot of guilt, and she was trying to
make up
for it, and gifts was her way of doing it. And it was all towards the end of her life. It was all towards the end of her life, honestly, because and Brandy could vouch for this, because toward the end of her life, right before I was getting married, and I even gave her
she was in the hospital.
She was in the hospital, and every time. Toward the end, that's all she was in the hospital. So we knew something was happening, but I had given her her mother of the box,
the mother of the bride box.
Everyone got like a proposal box, and I gave mommy her proposal box, and I'm like, I'm sorry, these are the circumstances, but you haven't been out of the hospital, and I want you to have a box.
She opened it.
She opened it in the hospital, and I have that video, which
I was going to say, but what did she tell you?
She said, I'm going to tell you, she said to me, she goes, I'm really sorry. She was supposed to go with me to get my dress, everything. She goes, I'm sorry, I haven't bought my dress yet, but if I'm out of the hospital, if I'm still here in September, I will get my dress.
Yeah, but I think that
But I don't think I'm going to be here for your wedding.
Yeah, exactly. And I
And that's what she said
remember,
to
I
me.
remember, I had gotten, when we were standing in the room, I got the phone call.
And that was in June.
And
in July, I'm sorry, that was in
May.
and June she died.
And I got the phone call, and they were saying about hospice and stuff
Mhm.
like that. And, you know, our older siblings were in denial.
Mm-hmm.
This is,
Okay, let's get back on
Yeah.
topic though. All right, so now we're going to move on to the 4 main adult attachment styles. So, this says explains how people form emotional bonds and behave in relationships, especially romantic ones. Adult attachment styles are generally shaped by early interactions with caregivers and affect how we connect with partners. So the first one is the secure attachment. The characteristics are comfortable with intimacy, trusting, open, emotional, available, and not
Availability.
not overly dependent. It says emotionally available. Excuse me,
Yes.
I messed that one up.
It's okay.
In relationships, communicates. Can't talk. Communicates needs clearly, balance closeness and independence, and can handle conflict. And then root causes usually form in childhood with consistent support caregivers. Then the second one is anxious, which is preoccupied attachment. Characteristics are craves closeness, fears abandonment, overly sensitive to relationship cues, seeks constant reassurance. In relationships may come across as needy, clingy, or overly invested quickly, struggles with insecurity. Root causes often results from inconsistent caregiving, sometimes attentive, sometimes neglectful. And then the third one is avoidant, dismissive attachment. Characteristics values independence over intimacy, suppresses emotions, finds it hard to trust or depend on others. In relationships may seem emotionally distant, uncomfortable with vulnerability or deep closeness. Root causes typically comes from emotionally unavailable or dismissive caregivers. And the fourth one, fearful avoidant, disorganized attachment. Characteristics mix of anxious and avoidant behaviors, wants closeness but fears it, often experiences emotional turmoil. In relationships, push-pull dynamics, often sabotages closeness due to fear of being hurt. Root causes usually linked to trauma, abuse, or chaotic early relationships. I feel like I'm getting tongue twisted too because like you're talking about mommy's death, and even though like I made my peace with it, I'm still sad. So like you just here I am, you're like here, read this after you just
no, but I think we also took both of these quizzes each individually over the last week, and we've really been working on our podcast and really talking about some really hard things.
Yeah.
And I think even we had, you know, we have agreed we all have cried this week several times. So it's hard stuff to work through, but you know what? We are, but listen, we're not victims, we're survivors. Yeah. And so we took this test also last week, which we'll put this on our page also. But the craziest thing is, what do you all think we got?
Yeah, you can look at it if you want.
I remember what I got.
I know. I thought we all got the same thing. Oh,
you two got the same, and I got a different one.
So, Angel, so what did you get?
I want to make.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, first of all, let them take this test also.
Okay.
We want to see put your thoughts in on what you think we got, and we're also going to share. But I want to make something very clear, and I want people to know we are not, like you said, we're not victims, we're survivors, and we are not here. Once again, I want to make this very clear: we're not here to blame anyone. We're not here to what's the exact word I want to use?
Like punish people or anything like that.
We don't want anything like that. We are here to hopefully help somebody for healing for ourselves, to even, bring light to animal abuse, for something that may seem normal to someone else, to clearly open up your eyes. It is not normal.
It's not normal. Yeah.
It is not normal. Anything we went through as kids, it's not normal. We thought it was normal,
But it wasn't.
because that's what we were living. It is not normal. So I just want to make that very clear.
So, Angel, you and I got the same thing, and ours was,
Secure attachment.
which I find really crazy, is because how did we get that? Because on it, doesn't it say, like, on the bottom it says something about, like,
Usually formed in childhood with consistent, supportive caregivers. I'm going to speak for myself. I
Mhm.
think because of me in the last 8 years of healing from my divorce,
Mhm.
I took a lot of like a deeper look in myself.
Mhm.
I've been working on my adult issues.
Mhm.
I haven't really touched my childhood stuff, and now doing all this with you guys,
Mhm.
it's bringing up a lot of stuff. But
Mhm.
all I can say is I'm now the mother I need for my inner child
Mhm.
to parent my inner child. My inner child stuck at 5 years old, and it was around the time JR came into our lives.
Mhm.
I remember a carefree little girl,
Mhm.
and then I don't know what happened.
Wait, didn't that just shows you? Do you remember a couple times people would call mommy and tell mommy, "Hey,"
I wandered away.
you wandered away because you were just like,
I just
carefree and like very.
carefree. I just wandered around the projects a little.
Thank God,
4-year-old girl
running around,
visiting family and friends, and
yeah, and probably looking for something to eat. Honestly,
Yeah.
The thing I would have to say for me, my example and stuff like that, because I definitely didn't have any parents, and I'm not trying to bring it back to religion or anything like that, but I, thank God, went to Catholic school for some time, and then was brought up always like in the church. And I would have to say, I looked at God as my parent, and also other people that came into our life, which we made a podcast about people that brought light into our darkness.
Yeah.
And I think they were my examples, and that's how I learned to be the person I am today.
For Angel, I'm gonna just see from what I see on you guys. I've seen Angel grow so much,
Mm-hmm.
so much in the last 9 years, 8 years, so much.
Yeah.
I've seen her overcome so many obstacles,
Mm-hmm.
and grow so much as a human, as a sister, as a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why she is where she is today with this.
Yes.
I've seen Angel go through abandonment so many different times in her life.
Well, that's what she said. I think she said about the daddy issues and stuff like that in the
and
men.
that's
I was anxious.
Yeah.
Anxious attachment.
And now she, like I said, has formed her own, mother child, and that's where she is now today.
Yeah.
And for you, I think watching you as my, my sister, my older sister, the mother I grew up knowing, you, in my eyes, you were my stability. When we met Carmen, your husband, and you met him and he became your rock, he was your stability.
Yeah.
I think he was your safe haven.
I think him and his family and his mother and stuff like that. And that's,
Anna, yes. They were our, I'll say, because I married your brother. I mean, his brother, sorry. I married his brother.
There's no incest going on here.
I married his brother. So that became our stability.
Yeah.
But Carmen and his family has always been your stability from then.
Yeah.
So therefore, to me, I think that's where that secure came from with you. As for me, yes, I had that with Anna, and that, but I still have been upside down.
Yes, absolutely.
And my life was always like this.
I agree.
And that's where I fall into where I have been. Well, not have been, but my fearful, avoidant. And I'm still kind of there because I have never dealt with I have not dealt with my childhood. I've buried and kept it all in, and I've been just dealing with, honestly, my childhood, and that's where I am today. I mean, yes, I've shared stories with Lauren, and Lauren knows. Where I am in my life, in my relationship, I've never been so secure now and feel safe
that now you can
that I could finally deal with my childhood and know that I have the support of my wife that I know that no one's leaving me. No one's going to abandon me. No one's going to hurt me anymore because she is my rock and she will protect me.
It's right there, that push-pull dynamic.
So yes, so
before
I don't
you
need
would push people away. And Lauren would be like, nah, bitch, I'm here.
Exactly. So I could tell her everything and anything that happened to me.
Yeah.
And she's going to be there and let me know that it's okay.
Yeah.
So Angel, will you
read it again?
Well, we didn't read that one.
No, she did.
Oh, she did.
I read them all. And it says it's usually linked to trauma, abuse, or chaotic early relationships.
Exactly. And like
that would make sense. And that would make sense.
I've never ever dealt with any of it.
And I think we do agree that this is something also that different times in your life you can be different. And like you said, when you were married before,
I was anxious. I was anxious attachment style. I feared abandonment. When my ex-husband he was avoidant. When he would give me the silent treatment, I feared that. Like, I would do anything in my power to make him talk to me, even though I didn't do anything to cause him not talking to me. It would be like,
I'm sure at one
something
point
in our relationship that popped up, and I could, confronted him, and he didn't like it, and I'm not talking to you. So my whole relationship with my ex-husband, I have had a fear of abandonment, and now like walking away from him, it hurt like hell. But you know what? It was the best decision I could make for me.
Yeah.
Because now, being single, not attached to another romantic person in the last 8 years, I could mother myself, and I could focus on making peace with all the hurt. And even though I might have not got a real apology from people, I still let go a lot of the anger for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really important.
Speaking about that, I think it's important to let go of things. Absolutely. But it's hard to forget. Like, I can never forget.
Oh no.
I can't forget. Forgive. It's like a slinky. This is me.
I think
because I feel like we need an apology. Like, there has to be an apology, or not even apology. Like, be the person and step up and be like, you know what? I did you wrong. I did you wrong. You should never have went through that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you.
You were kids. I should have protected you.
Well, because you think about it, the house was a 3-bedroom house, but the animals were upstairs and the kids were locked in the basement.
And those animals were abused too.
Yeah.
So if those animals were living better than us and being abused, what the hell did we go through?
Yeah. And I think this is what I can say. Anyone that is going through any kind of you just feel like really empty inside and stuff like that, I honestly would take some of these tests and stuff like that, because then you can figure out the person that you are and maybe try to understand what you're actually going through. Because this has really helped us a lot, when we're feeling like sometimes like empty, or, we can go back to these and then see, different outlets that we can do, to soothe our
journal,
and music, like we talked about before, music therapy, water therapy, aromatherapy, massages, whatever it takes. Talk to a friend. You're going through a difficult time. Talk to someone, you're not alone. Like, everybody has something, and we just really want to help people that are going through difficult times.
Like I said, we're not counselors. We are not therapists, but we will listen.
And maybe we can help you all through. Yeah. And maybe you could even help us through like different things that you guys have experienced and stuff like that. So
thanks for the trauma.